Hey, my name is Tom Campitelli, and I'm going to go over some of the rules for the upcoming 2017 Starting Strength Challenge. This video is not a substitute for the rules briefing you're going to receive at the meet, but I am going to go over some of the things that you need to know before the meet, as well as a couple of the pertinent rules that you're going to encounter during the meet. The first we're going to talk about is what you need to bring. You need to have a t-shirt of some sort, not a tank top, a t-shirt. You're going to wear this on two of the lifts, the squat and the press. You're going to need a singlet. Doesn't matter what kind. It can be weightlifting, powerlifting, wrestling, a normal athletic singlet. It cannot be a squat suit of any sort. Nothing that resists hip flexion or aids in hip extension. You're going to need a pair of long socks. Socks that come up to right below the knee. Not socks that come up to the middle of your calf. Something like baseball socks, basketball socks, rugby socks that come up to right below the knee. It's going to be used for the deadlift. That's the only time you're going to need to wear socks. But if you don't have them, we're not going to let you pull. You're going to need a pair of shoes at all times. That can include deadlift slippers. Deadlift slippers definitely count as shoes. But whatever the case, you can't go out in just socks. Weightlifting shoes are fine. Sneakers of any sort are fine. You can wear a belt up to 4 inches thick. Leather powerlifting and weightlifting belts are perfectly fine. Big Velcro belts that are 5 and 6 inches thick, especially in the back, will not be allowed. You can wear rubberized knee sleeves or neoprene knee sleeves. You can't, for this meet, wear any kind of knee wrap. Anything that is going to resist knee flexion or aid in knee extension is not going to be allowed. We'll allow wrist wraps of any sort, perfectly fine. For the press, you are not allowed to wear anything across your elbows. No wraps, no sleeves of any sort. However, on the squat, if your elbows are tender and you like to wear elbow sleeves to keep them warm, that's perfectly fine. We don't have any problem with that. For underwear, you've got your choice. You can go with or without, entirely up to you. However, whatever you choose, can't be power briefs, can't be compression shorts. We don't want anything that's supportive in any way. So when you're choosing your underwear, choose wisely. There will not be a weigh-in for this meet. You're going to weigh out. So you declare a weight class, but at the end of the day, when you've pulled your last deadlift attempt, we are going to take you off the platform, and that's where you're going to get on the scale, and that's when your official weight class will be determined. The meet's going to be run in kilograms. Your body weight will be in kilograms, and all the weights on the bar will be in kilograms. You can make jumps between the various lifts in 1 kilo increments. Presses can go up by 1, squats can go up by 1, deadlifts can go up by 1. You can't go up by any halves. For example, if you're used to a powerlifting meet where you could call for 95 kilos and then 97.5 kilos, you won't be able to do that here. You can go 95, 96, 97, 98. Can't go to 97.5. There are going to be 3 contested lifts: the squat, the press, and the deadlift. For the squat, you're going to have 3 attempts to establish your 1 repetition max. Same for the press and the deadlift. You cannot go down after you have declared a weight. So let's say you go out onto the platform and you're going to try and squat 100 kilos. You miss your attempt. Your choice is to either stay at 100 kilos and retake the attempt, or to go up. The judges are not going to participate in any of the lifts. There will be no commands of any sort. So you are going to be responsible for demonstrating the lifts to the best of your ability. This means when you squat, you're going to take the bar out of the rack, you're going to show control, you're going to squat down, you're going to stand back up, and then you have to bring the bar back into the rack. At no point can the spotters touch the bar. The one caveat there is once you have brought the bar back over the hooks of the rack and you are over the hooks, the spotters can help you down. So if you're squatting 600 or 700 pounds and it's very heavy for you and you're worried about a combo rack, which isn't as sturdy as a normal power rack, just bring the bar back in to the point where it's over the hooks and the spotters can help you down. That is the only time the spotters can touch the bar. If you fail the lift and the spotters need to help you back up, or if you're in danger of having a wreck on the way into the rack, then that's going to count as a missed attempt. Right? So choose your attempts wisely. Moving in and out of the rack is part of the attempt for the squat and the press, and you need to be able to navigate that successfully in order to have a good lift. We don't care your chosen style of squat, you just need to have the bar across your back. You need to bring the bar out, squat down until the crease of your hip is below the top of your kneecap. Then you need to stand back up and show control and bring the bar back into the rack. For the press, it's the same way. You're going to bring the bar out of the rack, press it up overhead, and bring it back down and put it into the rack. That will be the full attempt. Now, there are a couple of nuances to how you're going to do the press. The press needs to start with the bar beneath the chin. If you got really long forearms and your head needs to be up a little bit, that's fine. However, if you are reaching all the way up with your chin in the hopes that that extra inch will help you, that's not what we're looking for. What we are looking for is if you start here and you press the bar up and then you bring it back down and then you show a press position that's well below that, that'll count as a missed attempt. So the bar doesn't actually need to be in contact with the shoulders. It just needs to be below the surface of the chin, but don't get too clever with it, all right? Keep it below the surface of your chin and then press it up overhead. If you have a beard, like a big bushy beard, and the judges can't tell that it's beneath the surface of your chin, they can red light you for that, all right? Your hips can move in the press, right? Your knees must stay locked once the bar starts going up overhead. This is also where there is a little bit of nuance. As your hips go forward, if there is a touch of knee unlock, that's not a problem. However, once the bar starts being pushed up overhead, your knees must remain rigidly locked. By the same token, if you're doing an Olympic press and your hips go forward and your heels come off the ground slightly, that's not a problem. That's not grounds for a red light. However, if once you start the press pushing up and you actively produce plantar flexion, okay, going up onto your toes with the idea of producing momentum and making the barbell go up, that is a red light. My suggestion to you, keep your heels on the ground, keep your knees locked. Don't give the judges any reason to not give you white lights on the press. Deadlift is more simple, all right? You're gonna pick the bar up and you're gonna put it back down on the ground. You need to pull this conventionally. There'll be no sumo deadlifts at the meet. You can take as wide a stance as you like so long as your hands are outside of your legs. So if you like a sumo stance, you can do a snatch grip sumo deadlift in this meet. However, probably won't be your best choice. Pull conventionally. Your results from this meet are going to be combined with results from the other locations, and then within a couple of days or however quickly I can crunch through the numbers, we're going to announce a combined winner. This meet is the first meet that's being held under the sanction of the United States Strengthlifting Federation, and participating in this meet qualifies you, if you make a total successfully, to compete in nationals, which are going to be holding in January. Don't tell anyone, but nationals are probably going to be held in Oakland, California. I want to thank you guys for competing, and we'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday and Sunday.